Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Akron's hottest and fastest growing show, 330 to go. I'm your host, Deon Wheat, and I'm coming from live from WZIP, and I'm happy to be here. This is my first show podcasting, and it feels great. How do you feel today?
Good. How you doing, Deon?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm just living a dream.
Just living the dream.
Yeah.
I feel great. I feel good.
So I've not been on in a while. I'm Danny from SIP of Solidarity now, but like to come visit, and so excited to host with you tonight.
I'm actually glad you're here. Honestly, the energy you're bringing right now is like keeping me real upbeat. So you know what? I think we need to do this collaboration more often. Honestly.
All right, I'm all for that.
Okay.
So tonight's episode is brought to us by Sheena's Platinum Movement. We've talked about this studio quite a bit. Located in West Akron, a wide range, ages as well as dance style. I personally actually just enrolled my 12-year-old daughter. She's been there for about a month. We were looking for a studio for a while and really just kind of went to say hi and loved how homey the studio felt, but how real. Like, she will tell you what your kid needs and where they're going to go, and pushes Olivia to some things that she cannot do yet, but I'm excited to see where she'll go. So they are one of our sponsors in West Akron. Phone number 330-331-9430. So give her a call. Several different styles you can get into. So also a desert song massage. So I don't know, all of us around this time being cooped up, we need a massage, need some relaxing, but I do want to ask Hank. So recently you went, and there's different styles of massages. But Hank, how did that go for you?
Danny, I'll tell you right away. First of all, I'm the producer, disembodied voice tonight, which is great. I'm behind the camera.
At least you have a mic tonight.
Hi, folks. Thanks. I do have a mic.
Good.
Oh yeah. Hey, hi, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Desert Song Massage Therapy is deep tissue massage. She can do all kinds of different sports massage. And she beats you up in a nice way. She's got a Theragun, which you know me. I don't like being touched. Okay, I walked out of there. I felt better for 6 days.
You felt better the day after?
I felt.
See, I felt beaten the day after, and then I felt great.
I felt significantly better. So yes, I recommend Dorothy. Her number is 330-221-0886.
Yeah, definitely go see her.
Yeah,
there's a difference between getting a massage and a therapeutic massage, and so know the difference.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely big difference. But Palmettos.
Yeah.
How was that? You left the farm?
Down on the farm, man.
How was that?
Forever Amber Acres is located in the Medina area on Granger, and one of the things that they do is they specialize in trauma therapy. Palmettos is animal-assisted trauma therapy. So what they do is they have dogs and cats and horses, and you work with animals while you're talking to a therapist. It's a very different, unique approach. But if you've had issues in the past, you need somebody to talk to, make sure you give Jen a call. Her number is 330-542-8555. We got Jason Tutsone saying hi, or Ariane. Hi, Jason said hi.
Oh, that's my dad.
People are already tuning in right now. And then the last but not least, we're brought to by Custom Spray Lawn Care. Custom Spray is about to completely revamp and revitalize their services that they offer. So make sure you check them out. We got a big announcement coming from them for spring in the next couple of weeks. Their number is 330-861-5035. And I'm going to shut up for a while. It's your show, Deon.
So this is your first show with him.
Yeah.
He doesn't shut up at all.
I've
But
noticed.
feel free to just talk right over.
Okay. All right. Well, here we are, Danny, and I am so excited to make my broadcasting debut with 330 to go. When I first discussed this show tonight with Hank, my thought was to help other students by providing them with a guide of going out in Akron, just to give them something they can look back to, or just common places they can go to that will make them feel good, honestly. Yeah. So please enjoy tonight's show, and here we go.
And I'm honored that I get to be on this because as a mom of two, I don't know. So there's so many places I can go. Have a good night out.
So let's meet our panelists. We got
Ari,
Cameron Steele,
Abby J, Danny,
Jake Heron,
Jack.
And I'm Gabby.
Gabby. So let's start with Ariane first. What's your Akron story?
So my Akron story really started my sophomore year of high school. I did a Women for Engineering here at the University of Akron, and I really just fell in love with the campus and how nice people were. Yeah. And I just liked how close unit it was. I didn't want to go to a big college like that. I really wasn't into that. And then I ended up here.
Well, I'm glad you came. Got to make it here tonight. What about you, Cam? How you feel?
I feel great. Thank you for inviting me here.
No problem.
This is amazing. Yeah. You look amazing.
Thank you. I try.
I just want you to know that.
No, thank you.
All right, so
hold on.
Wait, we need a sound effect for that one.
I got it. Here we go.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
This is why I banned sound effects for my show.
Nah, but my Akron story, I really didn't even know if I was gonna go to college because it's not that I was a bad kid or nothing. I just really wasn't applying myself, and I was set on football, and I thought I was gonna be the next Ray Lewis, and just people was gonna give me a scholarship, and that didn't happen. So I got into Akron because I'm here because it was the only school that accepted me. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go where I'm gonna just get while the getting's good. I'm gonna go to Akron. And it must have been nothing but God because I looked at the requirements to get into Akron and I didn't meet none of them, and I still got accepted. And I was like, hey, man, I'm here.
Shout out to
for a reason.
I'm here. It's God. It's God. And so I tried to play football twice, and I didn't make the team either time. The first time I tried, I threw up in the middle of the thing.
Oh, my.
And the second time I tried, I was like, I don't really want this no more. It's like an old chapter in my life. And so I found broadcasting, and now I'm here.
It's their loss.
That's
Great story.
Like Jake said, it's their loss.
I mean, it's over with, And now I'm here, and now I'm broadcasting, and I met all these great people. I met all these wonderful talents and stuff, and I'm happy I'm here. I made the right choice. I'm here.
What about you?
So I actually grew up in Akron my whole life. I didn't want to go to college, just like Cam. But then I was like, you know what? I was a postal carrier. And I'm like, this is not it. So I started going to Stark State. I'm like, oh, this is boring. Like, I want more of like a college-y feel. Right. So I came to Akron U. And just like Cam, I didn't think I'd be accepted, but I was. Obviously, that's why I'm here. But so it's been great ever since. It's been, when I first started classes, I was like a nursing major. I'm like, this ain't it. So then I know Juan came into one of my classes. He was talking about WZIP. So ever since I joined up WZIP up at Akron U, it's been great. It's been great. Yeah.
WZIP, man, it's amazing up here.
It's lit up here.
When I joined WZIP, I felt like I kind of just
you just kind of like get right in. Like it feels like a big family up here. So
WZIP is the X-Men school for broadcasters in Akron.
Definitely remember that.
Chris Kepler is a Professor Xavier.
We love him. He's great.
He's watching.
He's Professor
What's
X.
up, Chris?
Talking about you.
I don't know if you're familiar with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but that's a great compliment.
All right. Now, what's up with you, Jake? How did you wind up here?
Oh, Akron.
Stop.
Go ahead and bless him there. I've been here a while now, and I grew up about 30 minutes east of here in a town called Ravenna, between here and Youngstown.
I don't know.
But
Middle of nowhere.
But I always knew that college was in my future somewhere in that crystal ball, and Akron just felt right. And when I got here, it was a day one, get my feet on the ground, get to know as many people as I could. Yes. And work my way to the top. And then I ended up here. But
still working your way to the top?
I felt like I thought, okay, this is it. But then it's like the clouds keep clearing and I just keep seeing the higher and higher I can go.
Yeah, that's good. I'm happy for you, man.
Beautiful, Jake. Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Jack?
Yeah, so I'm from Akron at all. I'm from about 3 hours south, Springfield, which it's about 15 minutes from Dayton. That's more people know where Dayton is. Yeah. But so I ended up here because I was a very bad high school student.
Oh wow.
And
I feel like I need to share my story now.
You look like you'd be in trouble.
So I looked up schools, and a lot of them were out of state that would take me, but Akron was in state, and I didn't want to take the SAT because I didn't do great on my ACT.
Man,
so I was like, this sounds good. And I came here. It was actually really nice. And so this is the only place I applied to, and here I am.
Yeah.
Glad to have you, Jack.
I love hearing this.
Last but not least, we got Gabby Mish.
Hello.
Now, what's your story?
So for me, I had honestly toured like a whole bunch of different colleges, like time and time after, and none of them really felt right to me until I got to like Akron. Akron. And then I toured the campus, and everything about it was just like, yep, check off my list. Yep, check, like this, like this. And it also worked out that my cousin actually goes here too. So we live together, we room together, and it really made like the transition from high school and home life to college a lot easier. I'm so glad I came here. Love it.
Yeah, man, Akron's a wonderful place. I mean, I enjoy my time here. I've been here for quite some time.
I got a question for Jack. Have you been to Young's Jersey there?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wrote an English paper about it actually.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So my wife grew up in Yellow Springs.
Oh okay.
And yes, we know Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
And
right.
she lives directly across the street is where her parents live from the tree farm at Young's.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Small world.
Yep.
So it's really funny to hear like everybody just ended up here. So I am a little bit older. I actually went to Ashland University. Well, thank you. See, I'm going to keep them around.
Yo, look, you look like you could be in class with us.
Definitely.
Oh, do you hear that? See, he's my new best friend now.
Yeah.
Wait, why I got walled up? I gave her a compliment.
He said no.
Like I'm a devil or something. What's wrong with
So
you?
I went to Ashland University for my undergrad, and I was from Akron. So I actually came back to Akron for my master's. And it's funny to hear people say you just end up, because I'm always like, I'm stuck in Akron. I can't go anywhere. I even had the opportunity to leave, and I came back.
Wow.
So, but I graduated Akron with my MBA in 2009.
Wow. Okay.
So,
Wasn't that
yeah,
bad.
so that tells you how old I am. We're not even going to go to Hank. He's not even in like...
Honestly, I don't think we can add up right now.
Yeah.
It's perfect. We don't even know.
Moving on.
All right.
You're the one. You go get the.
No,
Yeah.
we don't even
No,
carry
It's like
one.
we're all on this Fortnite bus, and it just stopped us.
Yes?
And we just
Really?
dusted
Because
ourselves
You're
off
here.
and
I feel like
figured it out.
we're in Jumanji and we're all characters. We just landed in Akron right now. Because I'm from Columbus and I didn't know nothing about the Akron weather here. I didn't know anything. Bazinga!
Oh,
You'll
my
second guess
goodness.
staying. I stayed. I came back. I had a chance to get out, and I came back.
I've been here this whole time. I actually
Same,
love it.
too.
I never wanted to leave, honestly. But okay.
All right.
So I can imagine how crazy you guys' schedule is like throughout the semester, because my schedule is pretty crazy. I'm
Insane.
balancing a lot of things at once. What about you, Ariana? How do you handle all of that? And give us a slight description of your schedule if you could.
So my schedule is really busy. But it's because I made it that way.
Okay.
Like, I get bored really easy.
Yeah.
So I like to participate in different stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, I do, like, class. Then I got, like, a series of jobs that I spend a small amount of time there. But, like, I enjoy my time there. And I learn lots of things, like, doing, working there. And I maintain it by doing things I enjoy.
So how many classes you got in a day?
5.
In one day?
Not 5, but like I
Oh,
have
okay.
it's
I was
like
about to
3
say.
Taking
You
5
trying to
credits.
graduate tomorrow?
Oh,
What's wrong with you?
You trying to
I have all day long.
I have 3 classes.
Okay, each day?
Mhm.
Okay, that's not bad. That's
Yeah,
good.
and then I do 3 classes and then I do 2 online. So it's
Okay.
3
But you did
classes.
say you're in several jobs.
Yeah, like
several.
4.
That's the key word, though. Several.
Several.
Yeah, girl,
Oh
you
my
said that
God.
one.
I feel the same way. I definitely can relate.
Hands in a lot of pots.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Cam? How's your schedule?
My schedule is crazy busy, but I'm not. I refuse to complain because it's what I asked God for. So I'm not.
True.
I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, it's so hard," but like it's supposed to be because that's what I was complaining about not having in the first place. But long story short, I don't really have as much classes because I wanted to like allow myself to rest. And so like I have 1 class on Monday and Wednesdays, and I have 3 classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I have 2 jobs and I do this. So I work at Q104. Thank God. But, I work at Q104 Saturdays and Sundays from 3 to 7. And also I tune in. Shameless plug. But I also work at FedEx as a package handler, which basically means like I just load people's packages and I put them on the truck and stuff. And it's really not hard. It's just a lot of packages in a short amount of time. And I also have a podcast called The Lion's Pit.
Busy man.
Yeah, I'm a very busy man.
Golly.
Like, I'm hungry, man. I feel like I'm young. I'm supposed to be out here getting this. What I'm supposed to do.
I feel that. Get it
You
where
feel
it's
me?
good,
Like,
huh?
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm hunting while I can still run. You feel me?
Okay, I like that line. Go keep doing your thing, King Simba.
You know Amanda at Q104?
I do. Man, that's my girl. I love Amanda.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
She's dope.
I've never met Amanda, but hey, Amanda.
He all just acted like he had.
Reputation
when I
precedes
Friends
you,
with
man.
playground.
So what about you, Abby?
So I'm pretty busy. I work at Chase as a teller or associate banker. I'm also here. I'm the underwriting director here, so I handle pretty much all sponsoring here. I'm on air here as well on Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 a.m. to 10. And then also, I have 4 classes right now, so it's like just trying to handle all of that, plus social life with your friends and relationships. It's tough, but like Cam said, can't complain when you the goal is to eat. So having a full plate, I can't complain. That's all God.
That's true.
So
I really like.
If you want a full plate, you can't complain about the hunt.
exactly.
That's
You're
true.
asked to eat, so you got a full plate. So
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that. Because man, it's been countless times I wanted to complain and
Okay.
just say like,
I don't know how.
I really want to throw the textbook. Honestly, I don't see how you do it.
I
What you
did.
do, I don't understand.
I
how
did the
you do
4
it,
job thing
but
one semester, failed all my classes. So
No.
good for you. Good job.
You were good.
Failing is not an option.
It's not. You know what? But it's
Successful.
tough.
If you're
Yeah.
failing, you
It's
just gotta
tough.
retake it. I did that a semester too.
Yeah.
Yep,
it's
shout out
tough.
to that. Man. What
Okay,
about
how
you,
do I
Jay?
handle my schedule? Well, sometimes it handles me.
Okay.
So my classes start taking about 6 this semester. They start late morning and they go until about mid-afternoon, 5:30 some days. So I really do devote a lot to that. That has to come first. But when I'm not downstairs, I'm up here, I'm doing the shit, and I couldn't be happier. Part of the promotions team here, social media, the website, and then I'm on air. I have a show every Thursday, Throwback Thursdays, 2 to 4.
Okay. Wow, busy man. We got a lot of busy people up here. I see. Huh? All right. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, so I got six classes this semester, so it's not too bad. I don't have a job, but I donate plasma, so that's how I make my money. Yeah, so I'm up here on the radio as well. I just got off the air, actually. I was on today from 4:30 to 6:30, and then I'm also on the sports team, so I'm up here a good bit. And then also do a lot of stuff in my free time that I want to do for my career, like I want to write for my career. So a lot of times when I'm at home, it's not technically work, but I'm doing stuff now that I need to do. I need to get done before I graduate. So that's usually how I spend most of my time.
That's good, man. That's good. You got?
Yeah, my schedule is really similar to Ari's. I have 5 classes, 3 jobs.
3
and
jobs.
I don't want the 4th. You can,
my
You can have the
do it. 3 is plenty. I mean, 2 of them are at the university, doing what I want to do, so it's really great. But yeah, definitely have to balance it. It's really just balancing act of social life and school and jobs, like all at the same time. But
That's fine.
So a lot of you mentioned you have to have a social life. So you're all very busy.
Yeah.
Lots of jobs, lots of classes, all of that.
Yeah.
I get it.
So, and I love your perspective of you're hungry and fill your plate and go. But what else are you doing? You've got to be going out. You've got to be building those relationships. You have to have fun. Come on.
Yeah.
I was there. I did it, and I'm past it, and I still got to go out. So, like, how often are you going out? Where do you add that, and how do you balance that?
See, I'm not a going out person, so I don't go out. I do like to hang with friends though, like going out to eat, movies, things like that.
And that could be going out.
Yeah.
Going out isn't just hitting the clubs, guys. You can go to Applebee's.
That's true.
People even go to Applebee's anymore.
I'm really glad you said that, though. I'm really glad you said that.
It's important to have that balance of both.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really not a going out person either, but like I go out when I can. And like I'm not really much more of like a real hit the club person either. Like I'd much rather like go to a lounge and like have fun and like have a sip or 2 or anything, something like that. But really, the only time I really go out is when I'm really not working. And so, well, obviously, but there's this one club that I love going to. It's called Versified Expressions, and it's a poetry club because I do that too. And so, like, I might write something throughout the week or something's been on my mind, and I'll go down there and I might get myself some water, or I might get myself a Jack and Coke and just sit there and just chill. Really, and when I do go out, I make sure I make the most of it because I don't really get to go out often. But like, I'm not really a whole hit the club, let's party to the edge of death type of person. Like, I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of dude.
Are any of you that type of people?
Oh, girl, yeah. Okay,
No.
I can't relate to
there's-
them two.
Right.
Because let me tell you,
She's partying for
The
all
edges-
3 of
the
them.
edges
they
right
literally
here.
they told me to
She
call
got
on the
it.
show for a reason, okay? Because in the summer I'm always out somewhere. But, you know, in school, I try to keep it a little laid back. So, like, you know, every weekend, maybe every other weekend if I want to be good.
Yeah.
You know, when I go out, unlike them, I am trying to die that night. I go straight to tequila shots. So,
That night.
I'm not trying to die.
Girl!
But
I'm still breathing at 11.
I'm really trying to.
11? What?
She said she's trying to die that night. She's like,
You know what? Just because you fill your plate with what you fill your plate, she fills her plate with something else. Those nights out.
Jake.
Oh my god. She's just gonna move on to the next one. Jake.
So
I guess this,
Pepper
this-
pipe,
this-
Jake.
the specific question really is, what nights do you guys go?
Yeah, like what are the nights?
okay, I can answer that because it's almost like worked into my schedule down to a T. Like it's almost structured part of like everything else in my life, where it's like 2 or 3 nights a week I go out. I know when I'm going to go out, and it's planned. Thursday night is one of those nights. Sunday night too. Sometimes Wednesday night.
And where are you going? Like,
And,
what are you doing?
So Thursday nights, Jack, you know, we go to 69 Taps in downtown Akron.
That's a hell of a
Just
place.
Jack Jake.
Abby, you're there too sometimes.
I
But
used to kick it there when I was in college. That's where I'm like, what?
never invite me to.
what are you doing Thursday?
Taps was amazing.
But I didn't go on Thursday. I don't even know what
Where'd
Tuesday
you
is.
go?
69 taps.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that was like
It's
my
lit.
place.
I've been there.
That's my
They
favorite.
got really good drink specials on Thursdays.
Now
so-
I'm going to be going on
The
Thursdays.
best
I got new
place in Akron
friends.
right now.
Sunday night, every Sunday night, I go with a close friend to the Lockview, and that's like the settle down place. That's like the chill place. That's kind of like where you want to be classy, and they've got some good food there. Sometimes I venture out to Highland Square, Frank's Place, Zub's. I'm sure we'll get into all that
Subs is
later in the
awesome.
show.
Yep.
But I'm really careful with it though, and if there's nights that I don't feel like going out, I don't. I relax. I take care of myself. But it's
important.
it's all worked into the plan.
He's got a Franklin planner for
He's got like a
All right.
full.
So like, do you have it like
He's got-
times
he's
like
got
when you
tabs.
Are
leave
they
till you come
highlighted
back?
in
He's
your
got
It's
like,
not
tabs.
highlighted. It's kind of just like
Tabs.
you know. I opened this leather bound planner that's got like a little
Oh yeah, he definitely does.
What is that?
Work days, party days.
He does. He's not even kidding.
Oh,
You got the
He
tab.
keeps it in a fanny pack.
Oh,
my God.
He definitely
Love
has a fanny pack. Jake is a fanny pack person.
Oh
Seen
my.
it.
So what about you, Jack? What
Yeah.
days
Well, we
are
know
you
he's
on?
with him on Thursday nights.
Oh yeah, we know that for a fact.
We are, yeah. Akron getting rid of the Friday classes definitely hurt my wallet, you know. Now
Ah.
I get 3 days.
Rough out here.
But yeah, no, Thursdays, I'm usually at 69 Taps. They got some great deals there. And then I usually go out either Friday or Saturday. I usually don't go out both days, but if I do, it's usually at Manny's because I have like a 3-minute walk from there, and it's super convenient. And all my friends go there, and it's just wicked packed every weekend. But I mean, it's a good time. Thursday, every Thursday, and then Friday or Saturday, I usually go to Manny at least once on the weekend. Maybe twice though, if I'm feeling it. But yeah, and then Highland Square is cool too. I go there maybe once a month or so, but it's a good time.
I guess I'm the only one who's ever been there, huh?
Never been there?
Wow, I'm missing out.
You gotta go
I've
Highland
never-
Square.
well,
I've
I've
never
been
been
in the
there.
area, but I've been in the area, but I've never been out
It's
over
definitely
there.
an odd
Bruh.
crowd. We'll get into
It's
that.
different.
Well-
It's
Not odd. Okay, you're right.
Well, what do you
different.
I'd say
It's
eclectic.
different.
Different.
Somebody
Yeah.
just
There we go.
invite me out and we'll go. What about you?
I usually just go out on like Saturday nights if I go out. I mean, like you said, with no classes on Fridays, it definitely hurts the bank a little bit.
For sure.
If I don't have to work or anything, I will go out on a Thursday night because we literally have a place called Thursdays. So why would you not go?
Gotta go.
Mhm.
Thursday.
Only when I have the time I really go out. I'm not huge on it,
Yeah.
but it's still fun. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, and so I know all y'all got like an entourage or like a group or something like that. Y'all call it like y'all. What is it like? Y'all got y'all list on speed dial.
Yup.
I know when I walk in, I got my 2 friends. I call and we ready to go every time, and we set. So what about you? How does your entourage look? Are you coming 5 deep, 2 deep, 3 deep? What?
Just one deep, really. Me
Okay.
and my best friend are really each other's partner. We go out,
Mm.
you know, when we do, like, go to the bar.
Yeah,
We usually go together. Like,
that's good. That's definitely good. You?
I'm the only one who really doesn't have a list like that. I really go places by myself. Like, I really
You're a
do.
different breed.
I am
You
a different
are.
breed. I'm not
Yeah.
scared of nothing and
I mean,
nobody. I don't got
love
nothing to
yourself.
prove to nobody.
Oh my. Okay.
Because a lot of times it's not that I'm the toughest guy in the world because I'm not, but like because a lot of the times like you know we're on a college campus. A lot of my friends are already there by the time I get there. So a lot of times I just meet them there. You know what I mean? And like even with Brewbakers, you know, because I stay on a campus apartment, Brewbakers is like right up the street. Like I could just go down there at 3 a.m. My best friend, one of my best friends, DeBeer, aka Easy, you know what I mean? He's there DJing already, so I could just like go with him at the DJ booth. Or if I go to Thursdays, like Gabby said, half of my communication class is already there, including Gabby.
That's right.
Including her. They're already there. So I was like, okay, I'll just meet y'all there.
Oh,
Did
man.
you say Thursdays?
Yeah,
Yeah,
There's a
Thursday.
place called Thursday.
There's a real, yeah, across the
I'm
street.
sorry, what?
There's a place called Thursdays across the street.
That is, to date, my one and only tequila shot in my life in 1996.
Wait, what?
Oh, you remember? You literally remember the year.
Was it that bad? Wait,
I-
we
Wait,
got
wait,
a lot to
You
talk
remember
about.
the date and
I-
the time and the weather
I
outside?
did
love
the
it.
thing.
You
You
did
know,
just
the
one
lick
shot?
suck, whatever.
Saw in
Oh,
line,
my
baby.
God.
Whatever you do, right?
With the salt?
The salt, whatever you do.
Lime.
I win.
We know.
Blop, 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 blop. And I was like, I'll be right back.
Oh,
Walked outside, threw up all over the side of the building. I haven't had a tequila shot since.
Oh, that's all I go. That's all I go for.
So.
You might have to make a reunion.
I'm just saying.
My blood is tequila. No.
I am
Oh my.
literally like, you don't know this man as well as I do. Like, I've had to do a lot of shows with him and events, and I used to be a wedding photographer, and he's a wedding DJ, so we may have drank way too much during weddings, and I did not know that. Like, I feel like
Here you go.
I feel that we need to have a tequila night with your wife. I'm calling her.
With your wife.
It's scheduled in. It's
I'm
on.
putting it on in his fanny pack on his planner.
We can pencil it in.
He has a spreadsheet. It's all articulated out.
So can I ask a quick question that is total? When I was in college, we had like, it wasn't even just going out. There was like campus events and things, and people would go to the fraternity houses and sorority houses and all that stuff, and that was going out. Does that not happen
Yeah, that
anymore?
still happens.
I mean, it happens,
Okay.
but
I'm
not
not cool
as
enough. I don't get
not
I
as
used
invited.
to work
as big.
security for Akron U. Like I used to like actually patrol the campus. Them frat houses still jump.
So are you talking
Okay.
about like campus programming or like house
Yeah, there's
parties?
still all of that, right?
There's still all of that.
and like all the house parties of the
But not as
people.
much.
Not as
not
much
as
because
much.
they get shut down in like 45 minutes.
They do.
Like so
Oh
serious.
yeah.
Like as soon as you get into a groove, like
Like it's lit, right?
And you're
Like,
fine.
really?
come on, man.
Okay.
I was
Because
at a
we
few of them
had
that got shut down.
houses, and you've got the couch on the front porch.
Yeah.
Wake up the next morning, and there was beer cans. All you knew who had the party,
Right, that still
true.
happens. That still jumps.
but it gets shut down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so fast. I'm
So
talking about as soon
fast.
as it hit like 11:30, 11:45, the cops are patrolling.
Sometimes the cops will just like ride by like super slow, waiting for something
Yeah.
to jump off. Like I feel like they're talking to themselves in the car, like, "Oh, that house right there,
That's it.
that right there, right there, Spicer. Oh yeah, oh yeah."
Swarm.
Right.
Get them.
And it'd be
Wow.
taking like 9 of them to get like one person.
Yeah.
Oh my
I mean, that's not always the case.
See, that's the ones that my
That's
friend,
nice.
we did. We were
and it didn't get shut down for like way too long. It probably should have, but
Yeah.
it didn't.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I feel like
Just
those
wanna
are like
make
the best ones that you like.
I was all about the
Get a
themed
theme?
parties.
Yeah, if you don't have a theme, don't invite me.
Yeah,
Right,
I had a
yeah.
friend that was right on Spicer, and I think my dad is watching, so I'm going to stop.
So we got one more. Before we announce, we're going to be announcing the finalists here in a little bit for the Voices competition. But before we do that, we got one more question for you guys, and then we'll go to the second half. So we're kind of at halftime right now. The question is, you mentioned Highland Square, okay, and about how you guys venture out. This was my question I put in there, and that is, I want to know, when you guys look at Akron as a whole, how do you compartmentalize it? In
yeah,
other
you're
words,
saying like
you got
go
your
to
little
low-key
downtown
places.
area, but
and-
what are some of the other places that you go in and around, like suburbs around town? Like one of them's Highland Square, we know that, but is there any place else that you guys look at?
And who's the one who loves Highland Square? Who mentioned Highland Square?
I think
I did,
Yeah,
yeah.
you mentioned
You
that.
mentioned-
What are the places in Highland Square that you love? Real
So,
quick.
I love, so Mr. Zump's Deli, Pharmacy, Raycade, which is like, a bar with like old school
Okay.
arcade games in there.
Yeah.
And then Mustard Seed. I've never been to Mustard Seed though, but you have the
Oh, you
Oh,
really
mustard
have to
seed
go.
So,
is
there.
and I want to bring that up.
Mustard seed's awesome.
Because that is like more of a low key. It is a
Yeah.
different crowd. I'm just gonna say that. Like just
It's
a,
old. It's older.
it's like an older. That's what I'm
It's
saying. It's a different
hippie-ish.
crowd. It's like a
That
hippie
makes sense.
older crowd,
Very
but
young
it's the
hipster, yeah.
healthy,
Mhm.
healthier, different atmosphere. So I don't want to label Highland Square as that, but that it is a different.
Mustard
it's-
Seed is much more likely to have live music.
Yeah.
True.
than
Oh, they
it
do.
is
That's very true.
More live bands.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
you were getting ready to say something before.
Yeah, there's also like the Valley, which even tonight I
People
know
go to the
they
Valley
have,
still?
Like,
Oh, come
We
on.
try.
Valor tonight.
Johnny
so
Days.
What do you mean
Yeah.
still?
They have that Valley
Oh.
bus right on Wednesday.
I know.
I've never
I
actually
lived in
gone.
the Valley.
I know.
So you
That's
can't-
crazy.
Do they still do the Valley bus?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd
I
be
haven't seen
lit,
it in
though.
Do they still have
No, I
shots?
think they
The
shut that
Valley
down like
bus?
2 years ago.
It was
they had
like-
it last year. I
There's
saw.
shots and
Have
Slurpees
you-
down there still?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all down
That's
there.
where it's at.
If you've ever seen the Valley bus, it would come up to campus. It would stop at like the McDonald's on Exchange Street, and this was the sketchiest looking bus. This was like this.
A little bit.
This
Remember
rusty
Mad
back-
Max?
It looked like a prison bus.
Yeah,
Right.
Mad Max.
Remember Mad Max?
Yeah.
It looked like that.
Yeah, no,
What?
I
You
don't
said
know
it
if
looked like
it's
a
still
prison
running.
bus?
And it picked you up, took you to the
It
Valley?
would,
Kinda,
they would
sorta.
pick up college students and take them to the Valley.
It's like
But that
And
was
then
lit,
it was-
though.
It's like the
Yeah.
All right, so is this some personal person? Like
It had
that
to be.
drove-
No, they had billboards.
They had
So, like, it
billboards.
was
This
a
was
Valley
Okay,
thing.
this was
because
Yeah.
I'm thinking some sketchy guys rolling up in a bus all the
No, that would be a little
No, 'cause
creepy.
You've seen the Cleveland
Yeah.
buses, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was like
Well,
It
that.
was
bus-
like spray paint
the inside-
black.
No,
and-
no.
The
It was
inside
actually
would
like
have,
a
party
school
lights
bus.
and music.
School bus,
But
yeah.
this was like an old retired school bus that they
Like out of the purge.
Out of
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
purge,
Yeah. Spray painted
definitely.
all
There you
black.
go.
He said out of the purge.
100%. Yeah, that's it. That's the picture.
The
Yeah.
bus driver had a president's meeting.
And so this would roll up, and you'd get into it, and
But-
hope that you ended up at the Valley.
But all these districts to go out in Akron, you have downtown, you have Highland Square, you have the Merriman Valley, and then you also have like the East End, which is coming up. And I think it's not, I don't want to say it's a bad thing, but they're separated. So it's like you have a web. So it's not easy. You cannot easily walk from one to the other. You have to Uber, drive, which I hope you don't do if you're not in the capacity to. But yeah, so it's very spread out over a large area rather than a more concentrated entertainment going out district.
Do you think that's why you guys don't venture out as much? Because they're harder to do?
I think it is because it's like you can't, because bar hopping is very popular, and then it's not, okay, you bar hop from one bar across the street to the next one, and then that's it. It's like,
There's not a lot of bar hopping in Akron, especially like.
it's more like bar hopping, bar book a flight.
You
for the
guys
next
need
part
to
of town,
find
you know.
yourself. No,
Well,
when I
yeah.
was in college, I got my second and third job. I just drove people around to the bars.
That's
like
smart.
that's what I did.
Well, and Akron is really trying hard to
Yeah.
kind of make a brewery district.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Exactly.
the Missing Falls and RSA are kind of leading the charge with that, and acronym, and one of the other shows that we run, and I know a lot of people know, is the Hop and the Bean, which is our coffee and beer show, and we've had a chance to visit all these places. But as you mentioned, like for example, Kent is its own little thing, and Kent is very, very centric, right? Everything's
Yeah,
kind of all
everything's right there.
together,
Mhm.
and you could get one of if you guys have never done it, get on one of those beer bikes. It's like 6 or 8 people. It's called a spider bike.
Yeah, and you
Best.
And you're all pedaling, and you all got your beers, and there's one person driving that's like your driver, and you just drive around and drink the whole.
It's the best
That
thing.
sounds like a lot of fun.
It sounds like an intense workout too.
You're working
Yes.
out while you're drinking.
so you can drink more tequila.
I love
feel
beer.
double good about
You're
yourself.
processing it.
This has got to be such a hard thing to organize. You're trying your best to pedal. You got one person sitting backwards.
That
one
adds the
person
fun.
just can't
Oh
get
man, I don't know if I'd be able to
Another
function.
person fell off.
That would be me. I'd be the polar
Have you
offer.
seen those?
I've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
them in Cleveland and in like coastal
They
areas.
got a
but
worm
yeah.
gears, so everybody's facing in. So it's not like they're all. That doesn't get all
Okay.
messed up.
That'd be great.
Yeah. So and who has that is Madcap. Madcap's got I think 3 or 4 or 5 of them. So all right, so let's do this. Ready? Voices.
All right.
All right. A lot of people have been waiting. A lot of people are tuning in right now. This part
this isn't
really,
me.
really
Just talk.
sucked. Okay. So it's like.
I don't know where he's going
All
right now.
right. So here's the deal.
What sucked? Limiting people?
It was limiting people.
Yeah.
All right. So can we, for anybody watching that doesn't know what we're talking about, say what
Yes.
we're talking about?
So right now, folks, we're going to take a halftime, and we're going to announce the.
We're gonna do
voices
our
of the
halftime
3-3-0,
show.
right?
Sorry, I'm not even gonna open that
you gonna
can.
Dance? You gonna dance for us?
If I looked that good, I'd be on this table dancing just
All
like
right,
that.
so-
Just telling everybody.
Voices in the 3-3-0. We started this competition about 2 months ago now, and we had close to 30 people try out for it.
And these were, let me tell you, the tryout. I don't, even if you can sing very good, to just go live and belt it out, props to all of you that entered.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So it sucked us having to limit who could do this, but
Yep.
we've only got a 1 hour show to do it. So we ended
We
up
took
9. We took 9.
But how many did we have?
30 tried out.
About 30 tryout. We went down to 9.
Down to 9. Okay, so the
All right.
finalists on February 22nd is 9. So for those of you that made it, congratulations. For those,
Are you all on? If you are on,
there's a bunch that are on right now. So I'm gonna just read the names. And again,
I
this
was
is
gonna butcher
excruciating.
them,
Just so
so
you know,
that
as
job got
Hank,
taken.
I did not vote. I felt I shouldn't vote. So this was mostly a panel of about 8 people in the background that voted. So here we go. Christian Stevenson, congratulations. Chris Dunn, you made it, congratulations. Josh Evans, you made it, congratulations. Tiffany Gerke, you made it, congratulations. Jenny Baird made it, congratulations. Emily Linder, Emily made it, congratulations. Christy Marie Williamson made it, congratulations. Gwen Grimes made it, congratulations. And Andrew Fuller. So those are our 9.
Those are our 9.
Those are our 9, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite all of you guys. I will invite all of you into a private room. We'll have a little secret voices competition room, and I will invite all of you guys in there, and we'll get you set up, and we'll start working on this thing. We got 2 weeks now to get you prepped and ready to go for our live show. So congratulations, and back to Deon.
please, the 9 of you, if you have any questions or any of that, you can reach out to us, but we will be sending you details.
So I know we've been talking about Akron bars and stuff like that, and I just been curious, honestly. Like when y'all go out, like what do y'all usually see? I mean, I know y'all see drunk people stumbling around, acting a fool, but like, what's the craziest thing y'all ever saw?
Oh wow.
Ooh, this could get good.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I used to be a bouncer.
I can imagine.
Ooh!
Oh yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna go.
Where were you a bouncer at?
Huh?
Where were you a bouncer at?
Well, I'm from Columbus, so originally I was a bouncer at this club called Social, which isn't there anymore.
Okay,
And,
so nothing
and-
local.
Yeah, nothing. Well, actually, yeah, I was. I was a bouncer at Euro Gyro back in 2018.
They have bouncers?
I remember that. I remember
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
He definitely
In
was
West
looking
Akron?
pretty bad.
Huh?
In West Akron?
No, right up the street up here.
Okay.
I've never been there, but I have a brother that's 22 and is always there, and I'm wondering why they need a bouncer when he's buying gyros. I'm missing something.
Nah, he's not more
He
than
is not
zeros.
buying
What you
gyros.
missing in a minute? I'll
All
tell you
right.
what it is. All right.
I'm learning a lot. He's always coming home. He lives in my in-law suite. He's always coming home going, I was just there. I'm thinking he's buying gyros.
Nah, he
He
ain't buying no gyro.
gyros. I'm learning a lot. I'm going to take this all home now.
So I don't go out like a whole bunch. So like I don't have like an answer like
Yeah.
for this.
You don't see
We need to
that.
take her out.
I don't
Yeah,
see
we need to
anything.
get you out more.
Like,
something.
it's-
One night, we
like,
gotta take you
I've
out.
regularly just seeing people drunk, you
Yeah.
know, walking down the street,
Yeah.
just regular stuff.
regular.
I haven't seen anything like wild or
Mhm.
crazy because I don't go out often. So
I got a funny story for
Me
you
too,
guys.
man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I want to hear yours first. I feel like you
All
got
right,
something
so
else.
the craziest thing I think I've ever seen while I was in Akron. Okay, I like I said, I used to patrol the entire campus. Like I was one of the yellow shirt safety ambassadors for them too. So like I have a background in security. But I'll tell you the funniest story. All right, so I'll tell you the funniest story of when I was doing security for Akron U. I'll tell you that story because I don't want to shed too much. I don't want to discredit the bar of.
Please change names and associate.
The names
I don't know.
people
I don't know
involved
their names.
will be
I don't know their
hidden.
names. All right, so here's what
To
happens.
protect
So
the
one
protect the
innocent.
innocent.
One thing you
Or
can
non-innocent.
guarantee, and this is at any establishment, it doesn't matter, bar, any place that is in the nightlife, one thing you can guarantee, it's going to be a fight. There's going to be a fight. There's going to be a couple. That's just the way it is. And so there is this one girl who got into a beef with 3 other women, right?
It always is the girls.
Yeah.
Right. And one thing I've noticed about bouncing, it's much easier to break up dudes fighting than it is to break up girls. Because girls, y'all don't know how to stop fighting. Like y'all don't know.
That's
Because
true.
guys,
That's
if I were to break them 2 up, it's over. They don't want to fight no more. But if these 2 were to fight, oh no. It's like a Royal Rumble up in here with them 2. All right, so these girls were fighting. It was one girl against all 3 of those girls. And for the most part, she was getting it with all of them. Like she was holding her own with all of them. Like she was like, bah, 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 bah. But eventually there was this one heavyset girl who like tackled her and like got her on the ground and like they was like beating her and stuff and beating her up. And then like once she had a wig on, the girl that was on the ground had a red wig on. And so
my.
they snatched her wig off and they
Oh,
was
no.
tossing it around like a beach ball. And like people was like twirling it and stuff and throwing it around. And then she got up and was trying to fight some more and got into like a whole other altercation. And then the girl who was on the ground got her wig snatched. Her mother came. I don't know how her mother found out she was there, but Mama came to her rescue.
Mama always knows.
Mama came to her rescue. She ran over in her house shoes, and she was like, "Get off my tire! Get off my tire!" And I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, girl, that girl got her behind kicked in front of her mom. Like, you should just sit the next month out. Don't, because if I got my ass kicked in front of my mom, the next time you'd see me, I'd have a 6-pack and a black belt. The next time you saw me. Cause I'm like, you really got jumped and like people was still snatching her wig and people was wearing it and like throwing it around and stuff.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, yo, you just got trashed. I felt so bad for that poor girl.
At least did you break it up?
No, that
He
wasn't our
just
job.
watched.
That was our, like, here's the thing. As safety ambassadors, our job is not to get in fights because, like, in the past, we've had problems with too many people trying to break up fights and getting themselves hurt in the process. Because they hired people that, this is just my
Do you
assessment.
just protect the people on the outside then?
Huh?
Is that your job, to protect the
No,
people
our
on the
job is
outside?
to call the police. That's what we do. Our job is to call the cops.
Some security.
It's Paul Blart. It's Paul Blart.
That's what we
Small cop.
did.
Small cop.
But I don't want to take up too much time. But I can tell
Observe
you,
and report.
that was our job.
Oh.
We observed, we reported, we wrote stuff down, we called the cops, we gave descriptions, we gave names and dates and addresses.
It's kind of like a safety, like an RA.
Did you return the wig? Is that
Just
your
about-
job?
No,
Keep
I
the
threw it
wig
away.
and return it.
I threw it away.
Okay.
I threw it away.
I mean,
You should have given
it
it back
became
to
like a photo booth prop at that point.
Yeah, like you just wasted a really good red wig.
Right. I don't want to take up too much time, but like, you know, I do have a story about bouncing. I can tell you that story.
Oh my goodness! You know we're gonna go
All
to the
right,
next
never
thing. Let me hear you what you
mind.
got, Abby.
Okay, so honestly, if I'm being honest, the crazy stories are always about me. So I'm always that one. I'm always the one, Jake. Let's not mention that part. I'm always the one who like it's the crazy story. When I drink alcohol. You know, when I was younger, I would get very ignorant. These days, I don't really do it as much. So, you know, like there's
Only every other weekend. Remember?
Only every other
She
weekend.
said
No,
every
it's
other weekend.
Every
cool.
other
So,
weekend.
you know, I'm good. But like normally I just do crazy things. Like there was one point where I got really intoxicated at a hookah bar down the street and I wanted Taco Bell, but I'm on a college student, you know, budget, so I didn't want to pay for an Uber. So I decided to walk from, you know, Main Street all the way to Taco Bell over here on Exchange.
Girl.
It was me and my friends, right? We're walking across the bridge and some guy, you know, we're all intoxicated. Some guy stopped in the middle of the bridge and asked us if we wanted to ride. Very sketchy situation. Should not have done it. But, you know, we got a ride and got free Taco Bell. We survived. But, you know, that's just one of the crazy stories. I'm always the one the stories are about. So it's great. It's great out here. Don't be me.
No
Call an
tequila
Uber.
shots with her. We're taking her off of
So
that.
you be the girl I gotta kick out. You be the girl
I'm the
I gotta
girl
kick
you gotta
out.
kick out.
Okay.
Normally not like too crazy. I just get a little loud or fall asleep or, you know, do stupid things. Yeah.
Fall asleep? You
I
fall
fall
asleep
asleep.
at the bar?
Sometimes you get too tired and you just, you know.
You just take a nap at the bar?
snooze. And like bouncers don't
Bounce
like
right back.
that. I'm like, I was sleeping. I was in Hawaii one time. It was a really lit club. I just fell asleep and I woke up to the guy carrying me out of the club. So it was fun.
That's because
Oh,
our
my.
bosses don't like that. Look, it just looks
I was
weird to
just-
have somebody pass out
I just
in the
wanted
middle
to
of the
nap.
thing.
I was gonna
It
wake up
does.
and take more shots, but you know,
Yeah,
they don't
sure.
appreciate that.
Oh my!
Oh my! Oh my! I'm feeling really old now.
Now what about you?
Jake.
How the hell do I follow that?
Good luck.
You can't follow Red Wig.
So,
now.
69 taps.
There's some crazy stuff that's
Change
happened
the
at
name.
69 Tabs.
Oh yeah.
69
but-
top.
In going way back, like 19-year-old me, I don't know how I'm still alive today.
Oh my
Some of the
goodness.
stuff I put myself through.
Oh my!
But
It's part of growing up, almost
it
killing
is. It
yourself.
is. It
Yep.
is. But I remember before I was old enough to go to any bar, and you know when you first get to college, you're like, yeah, freedom, rebellious phase, whatever. And so I frequented some house parties almost every weekend, and to the point where like everybody knew me, and like I would see these people on campus during the week, and simply because I'm just terrible with names, they'd come up to me like, "Hey, Jake, how you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, hi, how are you?" Who was that? But anyway, going back, I remember one house party, and mind you, every house around this campus, the neighborhood south of Exchange Street, these are houses that are 100 years old. They're held together with cardboard, duct tape, you know.
He's not
Very
lying.
true.
Yeah,
He's
He's
not
not
lying.
lying.
Yeah, they're
And
pretty
I
janky.
lived in one of those houses.
People who have a party there will pack as many people into these houses as they can. And I remember I was
I
just
think I know where he's going.
Mhm. I was just leaving one, and This was a very moving, very bumping song. So everybody in this house is jumping. What happened?
Like that? You gonna show us?
Floor collapses.
I saw videos
The
of
floor
it.
literally collapses?
This happened twice.
Yikes. Did anyone get hurt?
Not that I know of.
Did they fall to the floor?
Yeah, but a floor collapsing, somebody's getting hurt.
Somebody fell through that floor.
Someone's breaking an arm.
Someone caught a splinter is what happened.
Yeah. Well,
a splinter.
I mean, most of you could chalk this up to is, you know what, guys, we're moving this party to the basement. If anybody got hurt, I mean, maybe
They didn't feel it till the next day anyway.
Right.
They were doing tequila shots.
landlord's feelings, your security deposit. But yeah, I've seen that. I've seen cars flip over. You know,
wow.
I saw the car
Yes.
flip.
I've
Someone
actually
they
never
flip
car
on
flip.
purpose, not drunk driving. They literally just flipped someone's car. Go Akron.
Like
Oh, no,
they
this was
literally
somebody
lift-
driving. Somebody was just driving and just.
Oh no, I saw the people all super drunk just flip a car. I was like,
They must have really been
it was
bold.
actually on the news, I believe, at one point.
It
I think
was.
a few years ago. Yeah,
Yes,
you know,
it
what I'm
was.
talking about,
2014
I was
Akron.
there. I was there
Kind
at
of
that
They
party.
flipped
None of
the
us were
car.
there to see that. As far
I
as
left like
I was
That
actually on the campus. I didn't do that though.
So
Promise.
I wasn't a part of it.
What about you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Joe,
I
Joe,
have a
go on.
story. It's kind of funny, but it's also ingenious. Like, it taught me something that night. So this is at Highland Square, actually. And standing, it was super busy, so everybody's in line. And there's one dude that everybody's crowded around. So I'm like, I gotta go see this. This dude, I go over, and he has like a dog backpack on his back, and everybody's petting the dog. And he's like, what? Yeah, he's like 2 or 3.
Huh?
Yeah, have you seen this? You like carry your dog? No, you can buy these. My dog.
the ones that people put their kids in.
Yeah,
But
it was
they
like
put their
around his
dog in.
back. It was like, yeah, he was just at the bar.
I have Dalmatians.
And,
My dog ain't going on my back.
He had a whole
Yeah,
dog
he was
on his
like
back.
2 or 3 people back from getting his drink, and he taps this dude on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, yo, have you seen the dog on my back?" And the dude turns around, pets his dog, and just goes out to the bar and's like, "Can I get Miller Lite?" Just got it, and everybody was petting his dog, and he was right up to the front like that, and I was like, "That is ingenious."
That is genius.
So yeah, that was one of
That's a girl cat. That's what
Valentine's Day is coming up.
You're
If you're
smart.
looking for a gift to give a
He's
college
clever.
student.
Would that work if I used a baby instead?
It might. But,
You know?
All right, Cam.
What about you?
I mean, we are on a college campus, and I think we all have to remember that. So you're gonna see anything and everything when you go out, like
I've seen some wild.
people dancing on tables and the bar tops and all this, and like there's gonna be fights.
There's going to be some fights. People
But
who
I
live
mean-
with courage. There's going to be fights.
And it's easily avoidable though but I mean personally I've seen a few things. I've honestly seen somebody wet their pants before at a bar. I've seen people just
Hate to see it.
full on fall out, stumbling down the streets, anything that you can imagine. It probably goes on here.
That's crazy. So just after hearing all this stuff, like, I'm curious, do y'all got any places y'all try to avoid? Because like usually,
Because of that, like
honestly, I kind of avoid Eurogyro, me personally. But
I need to go check out this Eurodrive.
it's crazy. It gets hype. What about you?
It does get hype.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the night though with Eurogyro, because sometimes it could be like a really good time. They have the karaoke night.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
that's
lit.
It's pretty.
It's busy.
Packed
You
in
can't
there,
even move.
but-
It's like sardines in there. When it's karaoke
Yeah,
night.
every
Oh.
once in a while. And you can tell though when it kind of starts to get like a little dark in there, like dark side, and just, I mean, just like people, they start to act a little different. You know when they do.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really avoid too many places. But personally, anyways.
Okay, not gonna lie, I avoid Karma. It just gets really wild in there. The hookah bar gets so wild. You know, people, I think it's the mix of the hookah and the alcohol, and it's just a different like crowd of people like to go there, and it always gets a little raggedy. Like there's always fights busting out, and that's the place where I always avoid. If I want like a nice little hookah buzz, I'll go to like Exhale and stay away from Karma. It's just really lit down there, you know. And I like lit, so.
I agree. What about y'all two?
I personally avoid Thursdays because I just feel like
That's actually a first. I haven't heard too many people say that. Yeah.
I just think it's one too many people in there. Like maybe going out, like I said, it's not for me. But like every time I've been there, it's just been too many people in there for me. Like overpacked almost.
That's true.
And like I feel like I can't really have like a good time in an overpacked environment like that. So yeah.
I don't really go out either. There's not really too many places I avoid, but like I said, like there's like when I say avoid, like there's no place that I won't go, but like at the same time, like I've been bouncing. Like I know when stuff like really pops. I'll avoid something at a certain time. Like I'll avoid clubs at a certain time. You know what I mean? Like if I go to Eurogyro, I'm gonna go there like 10 p.m. Get what I came there to get and bounce. I'm not gonna go there at 1:45 p.m. We'll go 1:45 a.m. You know, so.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, so how do y'all deal with the old people in the club?
Hey, hold on.
I know for a fact.
Y'all told me we were going out now.
All right,
Don't talk
see,
about
look.
old people.
I think you're the only one to get a pass,
don't
honestly.
She's 25.
You
She's
are
old.
beyond old.
Yeah, straight 25.
He
Yeah.
still reads a map,
There's a
guys. He
different
doesn't even use
old,
a
you know.
GPS.
Old, but
You
you're
still
like
read
a
a map?
hip old. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be old, but you can be hip at the same time.
He tired.
A red book.
I was going to North Carolina, and he showed up with his bag from AAA. And I went,
I went and got her a trip tick because she had never heard of one before.
I didn't know what to do with
You
it.
don't need GPS if you have a trip
You
tick.
saw
I've
how
never
much
heard
I
of that
called you
myself.
because I couldn't even get into this building, but there was no way I was
I thought
calling
I thought that
AAA.
was the cop problem.
Not.
It was a
Cop
cop
problem.
problem.
Okay.
I had to flirt with the cop to get in the building, guys.
We all do it.
Sorry,
Girls
sometimes
know
you
what's
gotta
up.
do what
And
you gotta
I didn't have to pay for parking when the
Sorry.
cop did send me to a
That's
parking
girl
lot.
power, right?
Yeah, so I'll take that.
It is a legit question though.
Perks of being a girl.
When you see, use me as the example. You see a bunch of me's walk in, and it's a bouncing, bumping club, right?
See, I mess
The
with
club
those
is
people.
lit, the way you guys would say it, right? All right.
He said lit.
And here come a bunch of 40-year-old.
Why did he put it in quotation?
Yeah.
Because he's old.
It's lit,
Like
buddy.
the club is lit.
It's hopping out here.
It's jumping.
It's
on,
it's
popping.
groovy.
Yo, wow.
Wonderful.
So much fun.
I am socks and sandals guy. Okay.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God.
Yeah.
Uncle.
I have to message him sometimes when he's like, "It's nice out." I'm like, "Don't wear your socks with your sandals."
So-
Like, I have to remind
The
him.
New
He
Balances.
can be cool. He can wear like Nike socks and Nike sandals.
So
There
the-
are times
I
we've
do,
shown
I
up to
do.
do
Okay,
stuff
that's cool.
together, and I'm like,
That's
"Can you
cool.
please go change?"
All right, so the good question there is, 4 or 5 of me walk into the club at the same time.
I'm gonna mess with you.
How do you
I
react to
just
that?
stay in my
Because
own
I know it
lane.
happens, right?
Watch your own
I
bobber.
feel no way
Your own
about it.
lane.
But like, why would you
My
be bothered?
people,
Oh, sorry.
Wait, hold up.
You know,
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, I just do my own thing. If there's older people in the club, that's on them. If that's where they want to be and put themselves surrounded by college
Facts.
students, that's on you. But once that comes and, like, you know, an older person starts to interact with me or bothering me, then I get a little sassy and just tell them, you know, go away.
Be on your way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think a perfect. You guys continue on, but I think a perfect example is what just went on with Odell Beckham Jr. Guy's been out of school for about 6, 7, 8 years, and there he is in the locker room with guys he doesn't even know, partying it up with him and smacking butts, right?
Well, that's a little different.
But that I'm giving that as kind of
That's definitely
kind of
I
an
ain't going
example.
into a club smacking butts.
Not
Hold on,
necessarily.
I gotta pick you up.
It doesn't necessarily need to be like 40-year-olds. It could be like a while ago, and all of a sudden they're
He just
coming.
said he's 40.
they're
He is
com-
far from 40.
They're coming back to hang out. So that's really I want to pick your guys' brain on that. So go ahead.
Let me piggyback off the smacking the butt thing. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't care about, like, I don't mind older people in the club. Like, it's fine, but this is the issue. A lot of the older men in the club, when they see younger girls, they just get a little too touchy. So I was at this club called Rockstar. It lasts like a few months here, and like they get touchy. Like older guys just think that girls have a little alcohol in them. It's okay. So like one guy like smacked my friend's butt, right? Totally inappropriate because he didn't. Yeah. So I'll go off on you at that point. I will like don't touch my friends. That's not okay. You can do your thing in the club. If we're out like dancing, like you kind of like dancing behind us, cool, whatever. But like, don't get too touchy. But there's nothing wrong with older people going to the club. We're all gonna have fun. We all want to socialize. Like, let's all have a good time. But just don't touch me. Yeah.
I feel
So
that.
that's
I
it.
definitely
Just
feel
don't
that.
touch me.
Makes sense.
I mean, usually when I see older people at the club, like I see older ladies, and like sometimes it depends on how they look, or how they are, or how they approach me, or if like for me to get nervous or not. Because like I've had like an older lady like approach me, and like it was kind of weird, and I kind of felt like some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Usually like I'm a cool
What
person.
happened?
Well, their intentions.
I mean,
happened?
it was really the approach. It's not so much.
What's
What's,
she-
It's
What did she
always the
say?
approach. Yeah.
man, it's like how
Was she trying to take you home?
Yeah. And at the time, I happened to be my girl, so it's like.
Well, that's really
I'm
unusual.
like.
I got nephews your age. I like you.
And she was like that, though.
How you doing?
Oh my
I'm
God, I
like,
didn't really do that. I have nephews.
Nah, I'm cool.
What y'all be playing? The inbox? What y'all be playing?
I play the Xbox, and I ain't trying to play with that. Honestly. It was a crazy night, man. I felt weirded out. I mean, my girl was cool about it. She didn't really trip, so I was cool afterward, but it was all right. What about you?
Whoa.
Yeah, intense.
Whoa. I don't even know.
A little creepy. Just a little.
To the mature crowd, I don't know how y'all do it. I am 23 now, and in my advanced age, I feel like I'm starting to slow down. I just like 11 o'clock rolls by. I'm like, oof,
Man,
tired, you know, it's like
I can relate
But
with
you go to the
that.
Lockview with your Bloody Marys, though.
they're
So
good
you're with
there.
that. That's
They're
the crowd
good
you
there.
like.
Listen, the Lockview Bloody Mary.
Oh,
That's the
That's
crowd,
Bloody
right?
Mary.
he not go to
He
Lockview
does.
and drink Bloody Mary.
Every
Sometimes,
Sunday.
not every Sunday.
Yeah.
but-
Even on Sunday,
Every
is it Sunday
Sunday.
brunch? Can we go there? Is it Sunday brunch?
No, it's like 10 p.m.
At
Sunday.
night. He drinks
Okay, I
Bloody
just
Marys
wanna
at
make
night.
They're good.
On a Sunday.
But
On God's
they have
day.
the whole produce department in there. It's like food and a drink in there.
Beautiful.
Oh my.
Look, Jason's like,
He looking like, oh my god.
I don't think I'm
should
gonna
never
order
do
them
this.
anymore now after this.
you love Bloody Marys. Stop it.
Food group.
It's the pyramid.
You got the pyramid in a glass.
Yeah, it's
At
on a
10 p.m.
pyramid
at night
glass.
on God's day.
On God's
What
day.
can we do?
And
From the
4
day
or
of
5 a
Jesus.
week, and in the morning, though.
Yeah.
To wake up.
It's like a mimosa almost. It's a morning drink.
Are you
I
serious?
don't- no.
I've never had
I'm not a Bloody
Mary.
Mary person.
I'm a mimosa
No,
person.
I love
I've
mimosas.
seen it
I
made,
can drink
but-
them all day till my pee smells like orange juice.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Okay.
Oh my
Wow.
It
I drink
happens.
enough that I don't know what my pee smells like. Talking about some old people. What color it? No.
It's orange juice colored. Only when I drink too
No,
much
that's
mimosa.
that's some old people stuff. Gotta make sure
Off
I'm
of
going
the
to the bathroom. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's when you get too lit and you have to go and you know you're in the bathroom. You can't go because you're too lit. That's when you know. Okay, guys.
Oh my.
You guys all be on my team one
Next.
day.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Next.
he's good.
All right, so as far as old people go, like I don't really deal with them at all. Like I feel like everybody's entitled to have a good time. Everybody has the right to a good time. Not to say I will kind of roast you in my head, low key. I'll only roast you in my
We
head. 'cause
learned he
I'm-
does that at the grocery store too, guys. If you
He
see him at the
roasts
grocery
First of
store.
all, don't do that.
He's a
But
roaster.
don't do that.
No, he's talking about you in his head.
Yeah, I really do, because like if 4 of like 45, 50-year-old people come in my head, I'm like, all y'all look like y'all could be someone's math teacher, and y'all look like y'all got class at 11:30, and so I'm like, well, I won't say anything to you, like have a good time, but I just know I'm roasting you in my head.
That's definitely true.
Those kids probably stressing him out, man.
I know, I'm like, you
You
need
tired
to
of grading
break.
papers.
Like,
I
you
remember
called
just-
your mother and said, hey, come get my son. I'm about to go out tonight. I was like, hey, I feel you.
I think that everybody deserves to party. You know,
Facts.
you're fun. We want to have fun. Like everybody just have fun.
Even
Like
the
I
girl with
just-
the red wig.
Okay.
I mean, even the girl with the red wig. Like,
Wendy.
Just
we wanna
asking.
have
Just
fun.
curious. Just curious.
People just throwing her weight like it was a
I do
basketball.
think it has a lot to do with what he says because I'm not old. I'm like half Hank's age. So, but I still go to, I don't go to bars and dance clubs, but I still go dancing. I still go out. I still do that. But I don't try to hang with the 18, 19-year-olds. And I'm not hanging with the 45, 50-year-olds either. I'm in my own lane, doing my own
Two
thing,
generations right here.
having fun. So I think that I'm not approaching the 19-year-olds trying to take them home either.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
it was
think
wild.
that it's okay if they're going out and doing their own thing, as long as they're in their own lane.
True.
I really
That's
want to know what
definitely
that lady said to you. Like
Yeah.
that's been in
We
my
can-
head.
we can
for
talk
I
the-
about this
don't wanna
another
know.
time.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Off
we're
the
gonna talk about this
air.
another
said
time.
to you. I want to know what her pickup line was.
I got you.
need to
I'll
know.
tell you later.
All right.
Some other time. So
Favorite.
now, yeah. What is your? Well, we already asked what was their favorite place. I know we talked that, mentioned that, but I just want to know, like, what are you guys' thoughts on Akron nightlife in general? Like, as a whole, is it good, bad? I mean, my experiences were pretty cool. I had a good lot of ups, not too many downs, but when I had my downs, I definitely was down.
I think that Akron nightlife is good. I mean, like, I think it's a lot of fun. I think you meet a lot of great people while you're out, and I think it's worth doing. Like during
Facts.
your college experience, definitely.
True.
I also feel the same. Akron nightlife is good. It is fun, but at the same time, you know, me coming from a security background, I would definitely advise everybody to still be careful. You know, because like I said, you know, brawls are bound to break out, and there's no sense of you getting hit with an extra punch that wasn't even meant for you. So, you know, just be careful. You know,
Just be aware.
just be aware, especially know where you're at. Like, especially know where you're at. That would definitely help you. So just have fun, you know, but you know, you don't gotta be walking around like this, but just be careful. Just be careful.
Okay. I don't know. You guys, maybe it's because I'm the party girl. Not really anymore. School, you know. But I don't know.
She
maybe,
keeps saying that, but I'm not believing it.
or maybe it's because I've been to a lot of clubs and a lot of places. But I think the Akron life could be a lot more lively. Like, I wish there was more dance
I feel like
clubs.
it used to be.
When we had Lux and we had Czar and, it was a lot of
They
fun.
all got shut down because people throwing wigs around.
Yeah, but like, in like even Clouds, but like at that time I wasn't old enough to go out and drink. So I didn't get to enjoy it. Now there's not a lot of dancing places at all. Brewbaker's occasionally when Demir, when he's out DJing, that's when Brewbaker's is lit. 69 Taps, occasionally Thursday nights, got the $2 Long Islands. So that's when it gets fun. Karma, like I said, and Get Wild, Exhale Hookah, but that's about all we got. I mean, Thursdays and Manny's, but that's like all we really got. I wish there was more like fun clubs, like when the Czar was open, more dance time. There's not a lot of dance because I know when I drink a lot of tequila, I like to dance, but there's not a lot of that here. So I wish there was more, but it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's really evolving. I've seen it evolve a little bit when I got here, and I think it's evolving now. There's been some places that have come and gone, and frankly, some of them, it's good that they're gone. But it's starting to change even more. More of these breweries are coming up. You have a lot of these developers coming in and really trying to make areas better. And hopefully, if that shit on Main Street ever gets done, we'll have more to do there.
Definitely more.
Only in Ohio can you see hella construction, but you never see any workers.
Exactly.
Well, everything's gonna be closed by the time they're done with everything.
I-76, baby.
Jack?
Yeah, no, I like I said, I live right off campus, so I pretty much walk everywhere, and nothing's too far out of the way. I go out at like 8 o'clock, get back at whatever time, and I don't have to Uber anywhere to have a good time, so I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with what Abby said. It'd be really nice to have some more places where people just go and shake their butts and just have a great time.
On the floor.
Exactly. Because, I mean, we really don't have a whole lot of places like that. People dance on Thursday. Sometimes people dance at Score every once in a while. But, if you go to, like, places like Columbus or something at OSU, everyone just out there dancing like crazy, just having a great time. But, I mean, Akron's still wonderful, and if you go out with like the right people and get your good group,
it's all about the group, yeah.
You can definitely make your night excellent.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a loner. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, we'll all go out together one day, and I'll show you guys the
you won't have to go out alone anymore. We all got
nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. It ain't like I'm sad.
No.
You're happy with yourself. Respected.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy you got friends now. Right. But thank you to our wonderful, wonderful panelists. I definitely appreciate you guys for coming. Definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. Definitely, that's appreciative. Ticket sales for Voices in the 330 are going on sale right now. You can definitely check them out and get those on Facebook right now. And you go to our Facebook page, check out our Eventbrite. That leads you to the ticket. Click that ticket, buy that ticket. There we go. And until then, hold on. First, I got something for you. I got something for you. I forgot to mention. Also, so this week I will be starting my live interviews with local urban artists. We got an interview coming up Saturday, February 8th, and I'm definitely looking for an interview for February 9th. So if you're interested, definitely send us some songs, send us something, and definitely get back with us. Until then, don't know where I'm going, but it's no sense of being late. Until then, say goodnight, Shirley.
Good night,
Shirley.
This podcast is a copyright of Moon Garden Media Limited.
Oh, just a lot of peanut butter.